Hello, students. Today's lesson is going to be fun, and it also happens to be the answer to a pop quiz. Oh, stop. It's just one question. Just write it down in your notebook. Ready? Pop quiz. What's a symmetrical, three-dimensional shape, either solid or hollow, contained by 6 equal squares, and also a draftable form of magic? Mr. Bolas, do you know the answer?
You are foolish to challenge me.
Incorrect, Mr. Bolas. Miss Millar, how about you?
You want to go, tough guy?
Wrong again. Did anyone do their homework?
You do not get to know.
The answer is a cube. Try spending a little less time planeswalking and a little more time on homework. Unless the assignment is actually planeswalking. But don't think for a second my absolute failure as a teacher is going to bring me down. Today is day 1 of our artist-proof cube reveal, which in case you missed it, is posted in the show notes. But it is very exciting as, again, we are building and revealing an entire cube built from artist proofs. We got aggro creatures, we got graveyard, we got green ramp, we got artifact combos, and no expense was spared. The whole project is backed by my cousin, Edward Markov. Eddie is, to put it lightly, rolling in it. Some of it was hard work as a portfolio manager, but he also made a killing from Grandmother Markov's will when she forgot about daylight savings and, well, at least it was quick.
I should have seen that coming.
Thank you for that, Mr. Bellerin. In any case, Eddie was gracious enough to show off how much more Grandmother loved him more than the rest of the grandkids, so be thankful and not bitter. That is what my therapist says. But perhaps I've overshared. Let's get to the first batch of reveals. Will someone get the lights, please? First off is the crypt that everyone wants to have. It's Mana Crypt. An artifact for 0. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, you get 3 damage. If not, you tap for 2 colorless. And here is a redux of the crypt done by the original artist Matt Stewart. Gorgeous, right? Look, if you gotta be buried, this is the crypt to be buried in. Next up, Reanimate. The classic 1-black sorcery that puts a target creature from any, not just your graveyard, onto the battlefield under your control. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost. Turn 2 Ulamog? I've seen it happen. And now here's a close-up of the Reanimator itself by Johann Bodin. And it is crazy as it appears the closer you get to the Reanimator, the more discombobulating it is. The swirls of paint and flicks of ink evoke chaos. And just a reminder, this was done on the back of a card. Next up, we have a duo with Tidal Wave, a 2 and a blue instant that says create a 5/5 blue wall creature token with Defender. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. And here is the token for the card, both pieces done by Brian Snoddy. And when you flip them over, you get an awesome panorama of a goblin surfing the great blue waves of Jamara, or California. It could be either. And yes, goblins live in California. I know Squee has an apartment in West Hollywood. And the last reveal for today is Ancient Tomb, looking both ancient and tomb-like. The haunting art is by Johann. But everything, including tombs, were young once. And here is Han's take of Ancient Tomb back in its youth, looking lush and full of life, just chomping at the bits to be the resting place of some unnamed, unknown dead person. Ancient Tomb is funny? And I thought I had gallows humor. And that, my pupils, is just the start of the cascading awesomeness that will be revealed in the series of videos until we complete the entire cube. And did I mention there will be rewards and giveaways? I did now. Now remember tonight to play at least 2 rounds of Magic and I... Oh, I see. Mr. Tybalt, you ought to try to hide your handwriting if you're going to vandalize my chalkboard. Detention in the Hell Vault for the next millennia.
Fine then, I'll leave.
As for the rest of you, be sure to check out our Artist Proofs Cube series as it unfolds in this hallowed house of learning.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Mr. Goldmane. That was very odd. With that said, class dismissed, and until next time, I got a scoop. Vampires don't eat food. How can we smell like farts?